I've seen a lot of crazy things on the AT, but I've yet to see a pair of crutches. I don't think it would get you very far. It is by a road crossing, so, oh, that's funny. Speaking of that road crossing, I came across two men hiking southbound yesterday when I got into camp. They're coming down the mountain, and I was having trouble finding a campsite, so I asked if, they had seen any up on top, blah, blah, blah. But they said, no, there's nothing. And they said there's no water, until you get to Rainbow Stream lean-to and blah, blah, blah. And they said, but if you're going to go that far, you can cut off 4 miles of trail by taking the road crossing you'll come to, because it connects back to the road, but it saves you like 4 miles. They're like, we totally did it. And I thought, man, they're just starting their southbound through hike and already kind of gaming the system. I don't know, each to their own, but I feel like more people than not out here will take those shortcuts when they exist. And many will seek them, every single one. And I'm glad I've been a purist. I like saying I've hiked every mile of the AT. There is a little section at Clingman's Dome where you get off trail. I mean, we're talking like 1/10 of a mile. And you go summit the dome on the path that leads to it instead of taking the trail. You could do that too, but I did not backtrack to the trail. I just cut over to it. And it's bugged me ever since. Even though I've hiked that little snippet of trail, oh gosh, I don't know many times, I've not done it on this through hike. And that's always bothered me. So I will go back and hike that 1/10 of a mile to connect every dot of AT. And I'm sure I've missed other dots, because sometimes, you get off trail and you connect back. Unintentionally get off trail, like for a minute. And then, you bushwhack back. And I'm probably not in the exact same place. I know I'm not. But I'm pretty darn close. And those are unintentional. The Clingman's Dome, I should have walked back down the path and came back to the trail. But I will. I just saw a moose. He ran right through there and to the right, up the road, or up the woods. Actually, right up the AT. I probably ought to be careful. So much that I could find it. I hear it. That was way cool, seeing a moose. I guess it was a female. It didn't have a rack, but she was standing right on the road. And as soon as I popped out on it, she was so gangly. She was like scurried to the trail, but it was so funny to watch her do it because it looked so awkward. But darn, I wish I could have found her in the woods, but I didn't. So anyway, gotta pay attention to my foot. Work, very, very technical trail through here. Slow going, but last day I have to do this until tomorrow, which is the summit day. So those are kind of miles that I don't even count in all this craziness. I mean, I do, but it doesn't feel like they're the same. Whew, mosquitoes are getting me too. Bye. That's where I'm camping. Abol Bridge, or close to it. 12.8, almost single digits. Pretty wild. I've been hearing these float planes all morning on this lake. Finally got to pop out of the woods to watch one take off. It's big. Oh, I wanted him to come this way. Nice to see the whole lift off. But what you get, what you get. I got this view in return. Bit by bit, almost less than 20. Feels really good. Look at this day. I hope tomorrow is as pretty as this. Walking along these rainbow ledges, all of a sudden out pops a giant. See you tomorrow. You're beautiful. She just keeps getting closer and closer. It's hard to believe. I'm gonna be up there tomorrow. Still doesn't feel real. Still doesn't feel possible. But it sure feels good. I think I'm just gonna take a little break and gaze at her. I was reading the comments last night in Far Out that said from the Herd Brook Shelter, which I just passed, to Katahdin or Baxter State Park, it's just like, you know, go on cruise control, easy terrain. I guess this is, everybody's got their idea of what's easy. But you know what? I kind of wouldn't have it any other way right now. I like that it's hard. I like proving to myself that mile after mile after mile that I will get through the hard ones. They're all hard. Some are easier than others. But there are some that I think will never end. And they always end, but you have to push through. The trail, of course, is a metaphor for so many things in life. And, yeah, I find myself reflecting a lot on these things today. What I've learned out here. I don't know yet. I think I have to take a step back from it to figure that out. I think much of what I'll say is probably stuff I already knew coming into this. That I love the simplicity of these experiences. That the simple joy and hardship of carrying everything I need to survive on my back and just walking. There's something oddly meditative about this, and certainly therapeutic. I don't figure out many problems out here. I don't feel like I walk away knowing more about much, except that this sustains me and that I'm my happiest out in the woods, even through the worst possible conditions. So for now, that's what I know. Besides the fact that I'm about 3 miles from the campground. and that Larry landed, and that my kids are in Bangor rather, and that I'm gonna summit a big old mountain tomorrow. Walked over a lot of these bog boards in Maine and New Hampshire. Probably Vermont too, I don't even remember. I'll miss them. Days ago, I was on the other end of this wilderness. Feels good to be leaving it. Didn't feel quite as wild as I thought it would. So many people back there, more than I've seen on any of the trail since, well, I guess the whites, there are quite a few people too. But figured it would feel more remote and isolated. There were lots of roads, pullouts, or trailheads. That was different than what I believed, but gorgeous. Made it out of the 100-mile wilderness, yay, and walking the road to the camp store, but didn't have to walk far out of the wilderness to get some amazing trail magic that, oh my gosh, that was just like truly one of the best trail magics ever. Just coming out from 4 days of feeling so gross, eating nothing but dehydrated stuff, to having a hamburger and a cold soda. That's what really hit the spot more than anything because it's so hot today. But I'm embarrassed that I forgot to get all these lovely people's names. But if you guys are watching, because I know you wrote down the name of my YouTube channel, thank you from the bottom of my heart. It's the kindness of others that has propelled me a lot of days out here. So truly and sincerely, it meant a lot to have this on my last full day on trail, except for tomorrow, which just feels different. But yeah, Larry and the kids will be coming soon, and hopefully Dart and Untouchable are not too far behind me. We'll see. I could see them rolling in late, but it's a great day, and I'm about to go over a one-lane bridge, so probably ought to get off the phone. Look at her. She's waiting for us tomorrow. I can't wait. I'm really excited about finishing. Those are my people. God, we've been waiting. We want to know everything. Oh, it's too dark.
What do you got? You got a sleeping bag or?
So good evening from the Abol Pines Campground. I am in one of the 2 lean-tos that are available for hikers to use, and Dart and Untouchable are close by, and the other lean-to we decided just to spread out a little bit. The bugs are not behaving tonight, so I'm not sure any of us are going to get much sleep, but I probably wouldn't anyway. I'm too excited and nervous and just kind of trying to soak it all in. It's just felt like a whirlwind, even though you spend hours upon hours of monotonous and sometimes frustrating hiking. It goes by so fast. These final days have just flown when I look back on them. Larry and Paige and Aiden got here this afternoon, and that was a teary reunion. It was so good to see them, and I'm just so lucky. So lucky. I have an amazing family. And hopefully they're going to get a canceled permit tomorrow or a no-show permit to be able to summit with me. I'm excited. I'm nervous about this climb. want to make sure the family stays safe. My mama bear instincts always come out with this type of stuff. I want everybody to summit safely and get down safely. But I'm just feeling so grateful tonight. I made my first video from my tent on February 9th when I started, so it feels fitting to wrap up on the eve of this summit, making one here in this lean-to that feels far different than North Georgia and the middle of winter versus the middle of summer. But I will film as much as I can tomorrow. I really want to be in the moment as much as possible and not die. But I will definitely try to get some footage of the climb up, and certainly some footage at that summit sign, which I just can't believe I get to touch. After 29 years of dreaming about it, hoping for it, I made it this far. I think I'll make it tomorrow. Thanks for coming along, you guys, for bearing with all my goofy, very amateur videos. It'll be a fun day to share with you. And I'll see you in the morning.